All right, let's talk about how to create a sales page. Now, I'm not going to go walk you through software and give you the tech tips here, but what I'm going to do is give you the behind the scenes of how we are actually creating the copy, the story, because yes, amazing, good looking sales pages actually convert better, but it starts with the story and the content. So I'm going to walk you through how we do that here at Formula Done. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Jenn, owner of Formula Done, and we help online business owners find more traffic and generate quality leads using the content they've already created. If that sounds interesting, which it should, make sure you check out the rest of our videos in our channel, and I'd love to have you subscribe. Okay, let's dive in to talking about how to create a sales page that actually converts, right? In order to really explain a sales page, let's make sure we're all on the same page about what a sales page actually is. It's literally a page that is designed to do one thing, and that is to convert people into the action we're trying to do, which is usually we're trying to get them to buy. Sometimes we're trying to get them to fill out an application or opt in for something, to download something, join a free challenge or something like that. But we're trying to get them to take an action. So we want to make sure that we have their attention and that they take the action we're wanting. There are a lot of different types of sales pages. Some have a video, some don't. You have short format, long format. And so there's often this whole like, oh my gosh, I have to create a sales page. How am I going to do it? How do I create this sales page? I don't know. So we go funnel hack and we go find somebody else that we like, which is not a bad idea, but we want to make sure that it's converting well, that it's actually performing, right? And we want to make sure that what we're putting up is actually talking to our audience and answering the problem of what we have. So there's too many times where we're like, oh, I need to go do this. And it's like the last minute thing, the very last thing that we pay attention to. We put all of this work and effort into creating an amazing program, and then the sales page can become an afterthought. Or the sales page just gets modeled right after somebody else's product or program that may not necessarily be the same story arc that our prospects and customers are on. So it's very, very important to pay attention to who we're marketing to, what their problems are, how we're solving it. So here at Formula Done, what we try to do is really pay attention to the journey that our prospects and customers are on. So what exactly is their problem? How are they feeling about it? What's the very next thing they need solved? And we walk them through that story arc in a way that they come out the end of a sales page or a video or whatever, knowing that they can possibly have a transformation because you're providing a different solution to their pain. So they're like, okay, you get me. Like, you understand my pain, my problem, and I feel like I trust you and that this is actually going to get me that transformation. So we're creating that story arc for them. This is not a new concept. This is something that's been around forever. And I can tell you that probably the best method that we follow and what we really enjoy is following Catherine Jones's design hacking process. So if you want to know more about that, I'll make sure the link is included below. Go check out her program. She does a much better job of kind of explaining this. But I'm just going to walk through the process of how we use that story arc creation internally to actually write the copy, design the page, and actually get it live. This is not just concept. This is beyond that and how we're pulling this information out. So before I dive into that, I just want to ask you one more time, make sure that you comment below, share any of your thoughts on how you create sales pages, and make sure you subscribe and like the video. All right, so let's dive in. What we like to do is actually walk through and identify the pain. We already know our avatar really well. If you don't have your avatar super lined out, make sure you know exactly who your avatar is, but not only that, but where they're at in the customer journey when they're coming in for this program that you're trying to sell. So if you're selling like a beginner intro program, the problems that they have and the place that they're at in the story arc is going to be much different than somebody who has bought 3 of your programs and is in a mastermind. So you don't want to talk to those same people the same way, right? Totally makes sense. Just keep that in mind when you think about who your person is and where they're at in the customer journey. So then we go through and identify. What I like to do is I will actually go through and bullet point, like I'll just do a Word doc and go, okay, here's the problems. The problems that they have are this, this, and this. And then the very next step that they need solved is this, this, and this. What they are feeling at this point in time is this, this, and this. And when they get to the next step, what they are going to be feeling is this, this, and this. So I try to outline inside of our customer's head. Then we already know what our program does, but I look at what our solution is going to do. And so that is you can call it future casting and dreaming, selling the destination, not the journey. So you want to be thinking about that. Like, what does the transformation look like once they've overcome all these steps? And you're going to include that as the future casting vision part. And then, of course, we like to include information about me so that they know who I am, that I'm actually a trusted authority, that I actually know what I'm doing, been doing this for a while, that I have been in your shoes, so they know that they can trust me. And then a little bit about our company. We include the social proof so that the whole yes, you can trust us is coming from, not just me, but also other people. And then we reiterate the program and we actually make a very clear invite to bring them into the program. So I go through and I create a rough outline with literally just bullet points of what it is that we are solving. And then I get on a Loom. Apparently I do a lot of Looms or Zoom meetings or however you want to record. You can even do a selfie video, doesn't matter. And so what I do is I actually walk through and I'm like, okay, here is our avatar. The people that are coming to hit this page are probably coming from our blog or paid traffic or a JV partner, or where are the possible places that they're coming from. Their past experiences have probably been this, this, and this. And I talk about where they've been, what their pains are, and I start diving into that. So the way we tee this up is, here's your problem. I understand, I'm resonating with this problem. If you don't address it, it's gonna get worse. So it's problem, twist the knife. If you don't solve this problem, it's gonna get worse, and here's what it's gonna look like. And then the solution is, yes, there is a solution, and this is what it looks like, and here's why it's different. So for instance, we just came out with a new program called the Content Connection Academy. This program is designed specifically for people who are used to creating content, but they are not seeing the success of that content like they want it to. They don't know why. They may be new to online marketing. They just may not have had the success with online marketing that they were hoping for. So really, if you've watched any of our other episodes, you know that the key to that really comes a lot from Google Juice and leveraging the power of free traffic with paid traffic. That actually creates sort of the ultimate mix of the right people and ultimately profit. So I'm talking about where they've been. So these people have probably been trying to get more online authority and awareness. So they have been trying to get on podcasts. They may have their own podcast. They may have their own show, but they have been trying to increase their exposure in different ways. They probably hired a VA or somebody to say go put a whole bunch of social media stuff out on social because I want to be everywhere on social. Being everywhere on social is great, but if you have the wrong messaging, it doesn't really help. So they have tried a lot of different things and are just not getting the traction that they want. And they may have heard about SEO or understood the practice of blogging, but the whole idea and concept of that for digital marketers is I can't even wrap my head around it. It's too much work. I'm already doing all these other things that I find way too difficult, and they're not having any results. So why would I go and put more effort and time into something else when I just don't have the time, right? So it's this overwhelming. They are scared because they don't understand it. It's a lot of frustration, overwhelm, so I'm talking about what they're feeling. And they are just I just need something really simple. Something that I know I can plug into. They just need a win. They need to be able to see some sort of success. And so that's what this program is designed to do. It's designed to introduce them to the concept of SEO, of basically what we're introducing them to the concept of is, you know how you help your people. They know the problems that they have, but you're probably not speaking exactly the same language. So we're going to ask Google, how are my people talking about this problem? And then you're going to talk about it in the same way, which means that when your prospects go to Google and they're like, I have this problem, Google says, oh, this person is answering it exactly like how you are asking for it. It's a match. So then they match us up. They give us that free traffic, which is instant authority. So starting to understand the importance of paying attention to our SEO terms in a way that isn't techie or frustrating or overwhelming. So what our core program is designed to do is eliminate all of those technical barriers and the frustration and the overwhelm. So we have literally created something that's copy and paste simple, that they can learn and execute in a matter of hours. They can see results right away. And there are many, many ways that they can actually make money from this very simple activity. So this is what it's designed. And so I'm walking through from the beginning, me explaining, here's the problem. It's only going to get worse. Like, you're going to burn yourself out if you can't find a way to get traction with your online authority. And the solution is taking advantage of free traffic. There is a way to do it. So then we go into, okay, here's the introduction. Here's who I am. Here's why I came up with this program. Here's other people who have tried it and it's worked for them. And then here's how you get it. I'm going to invite you to say, it's okay that you don't understand these things. It's okay that you've tried all these other things and they haven't worked. I get it. It's frustrating. It's confusing. You just didn't know that you weren't doing it the right way, right? Take this one simple step of action and you can have a win, which is huge because entrepreneurs want to feel like we're in momentum. We're actually moving forward doing these things. So you get a win. You're going to see results. You're going to make money. By the time they get to the end, they're like, oh, I can see that this is something I can easily learn. This is something that I'm not going to have to worry about tech and that frustration, that I can do quickly. I can see the results. It's not a huge investment. This is worth my time to try out, because if it doesn't work, I'm not that far gone, right? I haven't lost that much time. I haven't lost that much money. So that's the story arc we take them through and make the invite. So I gather up all of our materials, my Word document where I bullet listed out some of the words. If we have had any recordings, testimonials from beta people, things that we've tested, we'll include that. And then I include this video where I literally just walk through and give these examples, gather all that up and give it to my copywriter. Now, copywriter goes through and works on creating all of our stuff in this story arc framework, which again, we got from Catherine Jones, but it's literally problem, twist the knife, here's the solution, here's who I am, here's our history, social proof, here's the full program, I'm inviting you to join, here's how you start. So we have our copywriter go through all of that. She writes the copy, we review it. Once it's good, then we send it off to our design team. So we actually started using graphic designers in between here. So I take all that copy, give it to the graphic designer. They go and design up a page. Once we like the way that design looks, then we give that to our web developer. Now, it's not a funnel developer because we're moving our sales pages out of funnels into our website, which check out that episode and why we're doing that if you want. All to increase links and authority, mostly to increase traffic, right? So we take that design, have our web developer then go and design this up. Now, if you are outsourcing all of this to different freelancers and e-lancers, you can actually outsource with this process because you're using your words, your video, you have outlined the message you want, and then you get to approve the design and look, and you can give them inspiration pages. I like this. I like the way this looks, and let them go design up that page. And then we give it to our tech team, who then goes and hooks everything up so we can actually get the email address, we can collect the money, we fire off the welcome email, we send off delivery, we give them access, all of those things that have to happen. We make sure that our sales page is mobile optimized. We make sure it's tracking. We run tests to make sure that all of our tracking stuff is working and the steps are actually working the way they're supposed to. So it goes from me and ideas and my video to our copywriter, to the designer, to the web developer, to our tech team. So that's the process we go through, and you can hire all these things out without spending too much money. For a new sales page, it's totally worth it so that you are setting your best foot forward. And that is what we have found to be the best way to create a sales page and the process that we follow here at Formula Done. So I hope that was helpful, and I'd love to hear how you go about creating sales pages in your business. Share it in the comments below, any key takeaways that you found from here. Love to hear it. Make sure you like the video and show up next week for another fun episode. And thanks for joining. Can't wait to see you soon.